ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ओं गणपतये नमः। श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते। ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे। ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी ठ स्वाहा। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीय मामृतात्। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय। श्री हनुमते नमः। Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 19th of March 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Bhagavan residing in the heart of every single being. We are continuing our extraordinary, beautiful journey by the grace of God, by the grace of all the sages, on the unraveling, in the unraveling of Advaita Vedanta, the non-dualistic Vedanta that is being unfolded on a daily basis from different perspectives and different ways. Yesterday, we were talking about, to some extent at least, the way some of the Beej mantras actually work, what the Beej mantras are. There are so many of them. They have been revealed for thousands of years in the minds of the great sages, and then the sadhana that goes along with that. So, for example, yesterday we were talking about the Ayeem Beej mantra. The Ayeem Beej mantra is the Maha Saraswati Beej mantra. Beej meaning it is a seed. We plant it inside our Sukshma Sharira. That is what it means actually. So we're planting it. Once we speak the mantra that is given through the scriptures, through the gurus, then we start the process of growth. So there is a process that is described in the scriptures about how the seed opens up and then it grows from inside. That is the extraordinary power of Shakti. So this is Mahashakti. Each of the Beejas is Mahashakti only. Mahashakti means the infinite, unending power that is Parameshwari, Parabrahma. Parabrahma ki Shakti or Parameshwari, it's herself. That's a feminine power. Feminine in what sense? Because it is Prakriti, it is Prakruti, it is within the womb of Maya that all of the experiences actually do occur. There are infinite universes created, and there's no way to even imagine any of it. We can only imagine maybe what is known through our senses, that's all. So the point here simply is that we can do this sadhana. Sachin's recommendation humbly, he said everybody should do this. There's no reason not to do it. Om Ayeem Swaha. If you're doing a havan, it's easy. Get a small havan kund, put a swastik at the bottom of the havan kund, have havan samagri, or just with coconut oil you can just have a small wick inside there, and you can just Om Ayeem Swaha, Ayeem Swaha, Ayeem Swaha. If you're doing it that way, you can also just chant it. You can just keep a small diya on. If you don't want to do a havan, you can just do more, just as a chant, and that's fine also, right? So if you do the havan, then it is more powerful because it has that destructive capacity because of the samagri that is offered. So it burns away lots of the old sanskaras and old kind of things that are built up. Even just simply chanting the mantra will do that too. This does it a little bit faster. So that's the idea of the havan. The point is that each of these mantras, like in the case of this Ayeem Beej mantra, it is wonderful for students, wonderful for everyone, because it keeps the intelligence open. The intellectual energy grows. And from that, wisdom comes, jnana comes, study of scriptures comes, insights into the teachings of the Shastras come, See how much is involved in this. Purity of mind, मानसिक शुद्धता आती है इसमें से. Mind becomes pure. Pure meaning shuddha. Then speech, the speech that we are talking, that becomes the right kind of speech, the right amount of speech. It is the purity of speech. It is the utilization of the right kind of speech that is needed in the world. And of course, memory enhancement. See, these are all the benefits. Our memory gets enhanced. Our ability to recall, ability to remember increases, because these Beej mantras, like the Ayeem Beej mantra, it changes the way the neuronal structure works inside the body, inside the brain. The brain becomes more alive. The mind becomes more alive. The synapses connect better. I mean, this is the theory, at least. That's the hypothesis. I don't know how much research there is on this, but maybe that research is still yet to be done. But these are the effects that are generally described by the sadhana. And again, 108 times on a day-to-day basis is the key. And the 108 times is one mala. So Om, Ayeem, and then just Ayeem all the way through until the last bead, Om, Ayeem. Or Ayeem, Om. You can end that way. It's perfectly okay. You can also do Om, Ayeem like that all the way through too. That's also all right. Right? So, it's a matter of experience. It's a matter of realizing that there is this type of potentiality, this type of power, this type of extraordinary prowess in these great mantras. Right? So now, having said that, a couple of other points to keep in mind regarding this Beej mantra. Then we'll just take a couple of minutes and we'll start to stop on time here. First point is chant the mantra 108 times. Second point is time to practice this. Early dawn, early morning is very good for maximum effectiveness. Brahma Muhurta time, but you can do throughout the day. It's not a problem at all. The question about doing it at night time or not, generally, in the beginning stages, it is not necessary. It is not a good idea to do these mantras, Devi mantras, Shakti mantras at night time, until one is more advanced, and then only through the agnya of one's guru, who is monitoring the progress of the sadhak, should that be done. And the simple reason is that our mind is not necessarily in the right space at night time. It's more rajsik, there's a lot more sleepiness and stuff like that. So the sadhana should be done in the early morning time. Throughout the day we can do, up to maybe 9 p.m., something like that is perfectly okay. And so the more we do that, the nighttime is automatically going to be better. And in the more advanced stage, then maybe it is okay to do at nighttime, because the effect and the potency of the Devi mantras, of these Beej mantras, is much, much greater when it is done at nighttime, right? And again, the reason behind that has to do with just the way the Shakti is moving at nighttime compared to daytime. That's the same power, but at nighttime, there is silence from all sides, and you have a diya, so that is your sunlight essentially, and you have your havan going on. But it is more tantrokta at nighttime. It's more, the power is much, much greater in terms of its opening at nighttime. So one has to know how to handle that, and there's no real need to do that unless there's some special circumstance, and if that is needed for some reason, which is usually not the case, right? So that is generally not advisable unless it is the Guru Agnya, who is an enlightened Guru, जिसको सिद्ध है सब मंत्र, और भगवती का साक्षात करे, परमेश्वरी का साक्षात करे. So I'm just trying to clarify these points because it's not clear to so many people. Right now, again, the recommendation here, as far as Beej mantra sadhana goes, is to do the Om mantra is the Vedanta mantra. It's the Om is the Maha mantra in terms of the Vedas. You can just do the Om sadhana, Upanishads, etc. But in terms of Tantra sadhana, Tantra upasana, the Ayeem Beej mantra is the one that Sachin would recommend, to do. Don't do any of these other ones at this stage. In fact, no other mantra is even needed. No other mantra, whether it is Klim or Shrim or there's so many of them. Don't need to worry about that. Do one and stay with one. And that's enough. And that will open everything that needs to open. It is a Saraswati Beej mantra. Because that's what we need in life. We need the right kind of understanding. And that understanding, bhav, bhakti, as well as jnana, so that is needed. So the blessings of Devi Saraswati then will bring us Lakshmi in the right way. Will bring us the destruction of what needs to get out of our life in the right way. If you start with the Shrim Beej mantra or the Klim Beej mantra, you can do that also. But that it depends. Again, the Guru is required to determine what is going on in one's life. And then on that basis, that kind of mantra is then given, or the sadhak begins to chant. So someone has, let's say, a lot of relationship issue going on in the family, stuff like that. Then Klim Beej mantra is a starting point for that. But even you can still start with Ayeem Beej mantra, but eventually the others are within that. You can start with any of them, really. But their starting points are a bit different. That's the thing to keep in mind. So Ayeem is fantastic. And this could be, when you're chanting it, you chant it slowly, stretch it out. Ayeem, like this. It is not Ayeem, it is Ayeem. See, this one, it's a very powerful sound from inside. Ayeem, Ayeem, Ayeem. Right? So when we do the Havan, you see that mantra is Om Ayeem Atmatattvam Shodhyami Namasvaha. You see, what does it mean? It means that when we do the Ayeem Beej mantra, may the Atma Tattva be realized through the doorway of the Ayeem Beej mantra. It will grow. Now the growth inside, I want to explain this a bit. How does it grow? The more it is chanted in the subtle body, in the Sukshma Sharir, it opens up the Kundalini Shakti, opens up the potentiality of the mind, brain. The dormant energies are awakened. So our intelligence becomes more awakened through the Beej mantra, by the Beej mantra. It awakens the potential energy that is lying dormant inside our system, and we can begin to grasp and see things in new ways, have more creativity, be better at dance and music and arts and things like that, as well as studies. Our system becomes more harmonized. Our vision increases. The benefits are just endless. The benefits are endless. Anubhav kijiye iska. Anubhav karo. And you have to do the sadhana yourself. Nobody else can do the sadhana for us as such. We can sit with pandits and all that, and they can do prarthana and they can do havans and all that, which is good. That benefits us also. But this is a sadhana everybody can do. There's no reason not to do it. There's no harm in any of it or anything like that. There is only benefit. There's only blessing. And Ayeem Beej mantra is the right one to start with. That is why even in the Navaran mantra, that's the first one. Om Ayeem Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. You see? So this Ayeem Beej mantra is Mahasaraswati Devi, and very, very beautiful. And then, of course, Namah Shivaya mantra can be done anytime. That you can do at night time also. Shiv Ji ki upasana raat mein kar sakte without any problem, and that's very good to do. There's no issue at all with that. Nighttime, daytime, anytime. You don't just Bhagwan Shankar ko Guru bana dena or Namah Shivaya mantra kar. That's a fantastic starting point. So one mala of Namah Shivaya mantra, one mala of the Ayeem Beej mantra. And to begin with, just Ganesh Ji ki thodi stuti karni, Ganesh Ji ka ek bhajan sunna. It doesn't matter which language it is, or just Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. That's enough also. Unko namaskar karna, get blessings from Lord Ganesha, Bhagwan Ganesha, and then do Namah Shivaya mantra, then do the Ayeem Beej mantra. And if it's done regularly, every single day, without any break, for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. If it's done like this, throughout, then there is a tremendous amount of benefit in terms of the internal development from within. The internal development from within continues to grow further and further and further. And that is the key. So it is going to grow. It will impact the immediate family also. हमारी जो immediate family, parents, children, kids, grandchildren, it is going to impact them too. It will impact them in a very positive way. If one person in the family starts doing sadhana, it impacts the immediate family. It impacts friends, relatives. It has an environmental impact also. So there is a lot of benefit everywhere. It impacts one's body, one's own mind. So many benefits are there. It is a blessing. It is कृपा. भगवान की बहुत कृपा होती है इसमें. और this is time tested. This is thousands of years old. This is not something that came few hundred years ago. The Ayeem Beej mantra is thousands of years old. It has survived and it continues to survive because it is eternal. It is Mahashakti only. Right, so I wanted to mention this today. Let's do our closing pratna, then we will continue tomorrow. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurame Deva Sarvakarichu Sarvada Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Om Ganganapate Namaha Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Deva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Divilingaya Namaha Urdhvalingaya Namaha Anandalingaya Namaha Dvadesh Jyotirlingaya Namo Namaha Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrittarmukshiyamamritat Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche Om Glom Hum Klim Jum Saha Jvalaya Jvalaya Jvala Jvala Prajvala Prajvala Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche Jvala Ham Sam Lam Ksham Phat Swaha Om Durge Durge Rakshini Tha Tha Swaha Om Shri Durgar Panamastu Om Shri Radha Krishnar Panamastu Om Hrim